Hi everyone. Good morning and good evening. Good afternoon to everyone if you're in different time zone. Thanks for joining today's Salesforce Lightning demo session from SV TechSup. In this Lightning session, okay, it will including all the Lightning like Aura, LWC as well as integration. Okay. Before start this training, who am I? Okay, actually, who will be the tutor of this particular training program? Myself, Kishore Kumar. I do have almost 12 years of experience complete into Salesforce only. I am 14X certified as I'm currently working as a Salesforce technical lead. So far, I've worked in 3 different countries. This is all about me. In training, especially, I do have more than 10 plus years of experience, especially into this training. Okay, in the Salesforce Lightning training, what are the modules will be teach? You know, okay, Lightning is more demand in the market. Okay, because of this reason, we thought to deliver quality of training with more real-time scenario on each and every concept. That is the reason we are designed this particular course. In this Salesforce Lightning training, we'll be start with Lightning Aura, then LWC and integration. Okay, we'll be start with lightning. Okay, lightning aura came in the year 2015. Okay, the Salesforce came in the year 2006. Okay, but in lightning came in the year 2006. Okay, 2015. But 2015 to 19, everyone whoever there already in classic, all the projects are migrated from Visual Force Space Classic to Lightning Aura. But in 2019, the Salesforce came up with a new programming model that is Lightning Web Component. Because earlier there will be a structure of okay, okay, actually more and more framework and less web standard on Lightning Aura. But the ECMAScripts okay, 6.7 came okay. Okay, on top of that, there will be design the web stand okay okay the web framework with less framework and more web standard because okay it will give more flexible on the browser because of if you have to be write any kind of code the okay, on the particular browser you can use on any other technologies also and it will be more quicker and faster on the browser. Okay, that is the reason. Okay, due to okay the ECMAScript model and everything, the Salesforce came up with new programming model that is LWC. LWC came in the year 2019. Nowadays, whatever projects there in Classic, Lightning Aura, all the projects are migrating into LWC. Okay, next, okay. See, actually, once we teach LWC and everything, the finally will be touch on the integration. Integration is the more popular in the market. Why we need to be learn integration? What is the main purpose? The Salesforce is an ecosystem, right? For example, okay, okay, each and everything is not only available within Salesforce. Okay, they have to be integrated some different third-party vendors like payment gateway, right? For example, okay, PayPal, everyone, right? Whenever any customer has to be purchase any particular product, in that case, have to be integrated from Salesforce with PayPal. Okay. For that way, you have to be integrated from Salesforce to third party payment integration PayPal. Similarly, like any call center, the voice calls for that, okay, will go and everything if they have to be integrated from Salesforce to different third party integration like Docs and Adobe, okay, because Adobe digital signaturing kind of thing, they have to be integrated from Salesforce to different third party vendors. That is nothing but integration. Whenever you have to be exchange, transfer data from one software to another system. Okay, one application to another application. That is integration. Will we see some real-time examples of it gonna work? What is the difference between SOAP and REST? We'll see different examples. Okay, how we can write web service class within Salesforce using both SOAP and REST. How we can pass data. Will we see some okay, more than 5 real-time examples and everything within integration. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Before start in our Lightning Aura LWC and integration system, let me give some idea. Okay, the Salesforce architecture model. The Salesforce having type of architecture as MVC. You already know. Okay. To learn this Lightning, the prerequisite is okay the Salesforce administration. Then as well as you have some bit idea on the Apex development. Okay. See, if you see this MVC means model view controller. Model comes in the database like S object. It can be either standard object or custom object. Then V is nothing but viewing of the particular data like front end. Here, actually, we will be learning the Lightning concept in Lightning Aura and LWC. LWC means Lightning Web Component. See, controller is nothing but business logic, means, Apex class. Whenever you have to be make any server side call from this particular Lightning Aura or Lightning Web Component, you really require the Apex. Okay. See, what is Lightning? Okay. Salesforce Lightning. First of all, let me start. First of all, what is Lightning? Okay. Then after we'll be start with Lightning Aura, then LWC. Okay. First of all, what is Lightning? The Salesforce Lightning is a component-based framework for app development from Salesforce.com that is designed to simplify process for the business users. Each and every business means client give different requirement and everything that you can easily develop and deliver it by using this Lightning. Lightning is completely built on top of component-based framework. The Salesforce recently released the Lightning Web Component, like LWC. That is the new programming model for building Lightning component. This is the tool that allows developer to code components in Lightning platform. As I mentioned, Lightning came in the year 2015, but LWC came in the year 2019. Okay, LWC is the more demand in the market. Okay, right now. What is an Aura? Okay, what is an Aura? The Salesforce created the open source Aura UI framework to let developers to create dynamic web application from both desktop and mobile platform. Okay. Salesforce Lightning Component Framework is built on top of Aura framework. Aura framework is an open source. Open source means anyone can easily develop their components using Aura. It's not completely paid work. It's completely free. The Salesforce provide it. Okay. What is this Lightning component Aura framework? What is this? Okay. The Salesforce Lightning Component Framework is generated towards developing custom dynamic mobile and web apps for Lightning for Lightning experience or force platform using the single page application architecture. You know, okay. What is LWC? LWC follows the single page application architecture. By using this particular Lightning Aura, we can design and develop dynamic, okay, mobile web apps or dynamic apps. Okay, we can develop by using this particular Aura. Aura is a single page application architecture. It is based on HTML5, JavaScript, and CSS and follows the MVC design pattern. Whenever you have to be build your Lightning Aura component, it is completely based on HTML5, JavaScript, and CSS and all. Okay. The Lightning Aura component strongly coupled with Apex for server-side call. Here, the data transformation will be happen in the form of JSON. For example, if you have to be pass any data to the particular Apex server side, or okay, once you make server side, if you have to get all list of data back to your Lightning component here, the data transformation, okay, sending and receiving will be happen in the format of JSON. What is JSON? JSON means Java Standard Object Notation. All the data it will be in the form of key and value pair, like map. How you will see the map, right? Similarly, all the data will be in the map, okay? So map format, like JSON data. Okay. Another thing is it support responsive design, which means desktop, mobile, tablet will use the same code base, but it will display the component based on the screen size. Because okay, actually once you have design and develop your Lightning component, the same Lightning component, the same code you have to be used on any device like mobile, tab, desktop, and everything. But okay, the code will be automatically resized based on the screen. But earlier, okay, in classic, once you develop any particular page, it was okay, the page is not flexible to different device. It is the classic is only okay, okay flexible for the desktop. It is not compatible for any other device. But in Lightning, not like that. Once you develop any code, you can use on any device. The same code will be automatically resized based on your screen. Okay. Another thing is finally the Lightning framework is built on top of Aura framework. Aura is an open source framework developed by Salesforce.com. Okay. See, why should we go for the Salesforce Lightning Aura? The main advantage is we can avoid server-side calls, means, okay, the less dependency on the Apex coding. You can perform all your DML operations within the particular page itself. Then another one is lazy loading and increase performance. You know, what is mean of lazy loading to increase performance? For example, okay, there will be an account, contact, opportunity, all will be there. If you are create any child record or anything to get any particular data on the page itself, no need to refresh the entire page. If you do perform any changes on the record, the data will be reflect automatically on the screen. Okay, that is the lazy loading because of no need to refresh the page for each and every perform some action. The page loads automatically whenever you create or update, delete the particular data. Okay, it will be refresh the page without because okay so without knowing the user, it will be load backend to update the data. But in Classic, not like that. If you perform any action, you have to be refresh the page. But in Lightning, not like that. It will be okay, refresh back and it update the data, reflects the data. Okay, like some reflects the data. Then Lightning development is the faster development. Okay, we can develop with a particular pages component very easily and quickly compared to the classic. Then the fourth advantage will be device aware and cross browser capability. What is that means? Whenever you have design and develop the some code, the same code you have to use on any device like mobile, tab, desktop. Okay, the same code it will be resized automatically based on the screen. Okay, no need to write separate code for your mobile, separate code for tab like that. The same code it will be automatically resized based on the screen. The Lightning app builder, the Salesforce introduced to view all your detailed page, the related list, different sections, the page alignment and everything you can do. For that, the Salesforce came up with Lightning app builder. Means, you can create some different apps in Lightning with, okay, okay, some with some different screens like that. Okay. Then event-driven architecture. What is mean of event-driven architecture? Event-driven architecture means you can communicate two different components easily by using this lightning. Okay, a lightning because you can easily talk to two different pages without having any relationship because these two are two individual components, but you have to be communicate from one component to another component easily with this help of event-driven architecture. SLDS means Salesforce Lightning Design System. You know, here actually you have to be design and develop the modern UI with this okay, so, okay, like some SLDS. The Salesforce provide one of the SLDS features. What is this means? Salesforce Lightning Design System. Just you can type Lightning Design System. We may call this SLDS, this one. Lightning Design System means Salesforce Lightning Design System. We call as SLDS. You know, okay, by default, the Salesforce provides some of the standard CSS classes. Just we have to be use SLDS, how it work and everything. Most Lightning and established the code will be copy paste only. Okay, just you have to be apply the logic. Everything they give the code. For example, if you have different sections kind of thing, okay, you have to be so code. You have to be do copy paste. Okay, even actually Okay, if you need buttons, kind of thing. Okay, if you need buttons like okay, here the different variant buttons are there. Brand button, outlet. Just you have to use button. You have to be apply this class. That's it. Automatically, the color code and everything will be applicable automatically. Even checkbox buttons are there. Checkbox. You know, okay, actually, so you need this particular checkbox button, or you want to any other like this. You know, checked or unchecked, grayed out. Something codes are there. Okay, even progress bars. Okay, if you want to apply the progress bar, how much percentage completed, you want to apply this one. Further, you have to be use this simple code only. You have to be use okay progress bar 25, 50. If you change anything, it will be automatically update the progress bar. Okay, these are the SLDS means the Salesforce Lightning Design System gives SLDS, the Salesforce Lightning Design System. From this SLDS, you can design and develop the particular UI with modern. Then avoid view state error. You know, whenever use Visual Force page, you cannot display more than, of course, more data. You cannot display images kind of thing. If you display the more images on the screen, it throws some error message of view state. But whenever you start working on Lightning, you never get view state. Then lightning out is there. Lightning out means whenever you have to be use same component in outside of the Salesforce. Okay. Any some other platform, if you want to use this particular lightning component, you have to be use lightning out. Okay. Lightning out means you can use your lightning component outside of the Salesforce. For that, you have to be use lightning out. Okay. These are advantages of using the lightning aura. Then see, whenever you create any lightning component, you know, we can create easily the lightning component by using this particular our Salesforce or you can go to login.salesforce.com. Okay, you can go to developer console. How we can create our lightning component. This is the lightning aura only. Okay, to go and create the lightning component. Lightning came in the year 2015. Go to file, new, the lightning component here. Okay, if you can give any name of your component, okay, just hello world. Okay, here, whenever you create component, the name and description. Description is nothing but what purpose you have to be enter to create this particular component. After that, here, create bundle with any of the following configuration option because you are creating component, that's fine. But where you want to use this component, you want to be used as a tab or you want to go and use as a lightning page or you want to go this particular page under your record page or you want to use in experience builder site page like communities kind of thing or you want to use this particular as a quick action. Quick action means you can create some buttons, quick action button where you want to use, where you want to exactly use. If you use this lightning tab, then only this particular component displaying while creation of tab. Okay, lightning tab, just I'm selecting. Okay. If you click on save, one lightning component get created because of, okay, you selected some checkbox, right? It gives some interface with the keyword of implements. Okay. But right side, you will see component, controller, help, style, document, render, design, switch. These all are bundles of the particular component. Whenever you create any particular component, by default, the Salesforce give 8 different bundle for each and every component. Okay. What are those means? Component, controller, helper, style, document, renderer, design, SVG. Each one is the specific purpose. Component is the main purpose. See, the extension of component is .xml. Okay. Here, the main purpose of this component is to design the UI. Okay. Then controller means if any particular event occurred within the component or anything, those we can handle within the controller. Helper is also JavaScript functionality. Mainly we use helper to reusable of the some code. Then style means if you want to apply any kind of custom CSS or anything, if you want to apply on the component, Further, those CSS classes and everything you have to be create in the style.css. Then document.document aura. Okay, document is basically like in, okay, if you want to add any some comments or any future reference by this component and everything, for that you have to use document, the extension of Aura Docs. Then render. Render is nothing but you can render the page from default, okay, to the particular render to default, okay, some default render. Okay, you have to be refresh the particular base, okay, automatically based on some condition. For that, you have to be use render. You have to be enable the component from, okay, override default rendering, like that. For that, you have to use rendering. Then design means you have to be enable the component, okay, design means you have to be enable component to set attributes to your component. Design means you have to be create some attributes kind of thing. That attributes you have to be set by default, okay, in your component to pass to the component. Okay, you have to be use this one, okay, design. Then SVG means if you have to be apply any custom icons or anything within the particular component, that time you have to be use SVG. Okay, these are the different component bundles and everything available. By using these bundles and everything, we have to be design and develop the complete lightning components using Aura. Okay, now if you have to be come to the LWC. Okay, LWC is the new programming model to develop Salesforce Lightning component. Lightning web components are built on top of HTML elements, okay, by using HTML and modern JavaScript. Lightning web component uses the core web component standard and provide only what necessary to perform well in the browser and supported by Salesforce because it's built on code that runs natively browser. Lightning web components is lightweight and deliver exponential performance. Most of the code you write in the standard JavaScript and HTML, most of code. Okay. See, LWS and Lightning Aura is syntax, but same components and everything same only, but little bit syntax and everything is there. Because in Lightning Aura, for each and every tag, there is a namespace, but in LWC, there is no namespace, nothing. Okay. It will be look like HTML tags. Okay. Why should go for LWC? First one is better performance. Another one is modern web standards are there, means actually without writing some custom code or anything, you have to use some standard tags and everything. You have to be build that one. Here, whenever you create any lightning, okay, whenever you create any LWC lightning web component and everything, that is compatible with your Aura component. Okay, so compatible with your Aura component. Then another one is faster loading. Okay, faster loading on sites. It will load quickly and more faster. Okay, here actually it will give the better security, better testing, and better browser capabilities. Okay. Okay, here actually it will give the more and more security on your data because if it's like browser side and with more web standard, it will give the more better security, better testing, and better browser capability. And you can develop the code very easily and quickly by using this LWC. See, to start your development and okay, you start your development on LWC, no need much programming skills, just you have to be some basic HTML and JavaScript. That's enough. No need much programming skills to start or to learn this LWC. LWC is the more demand and okay, okay, like in actually okay, very huge demand in the market. LWC. First of all, okay, LWC bundle, because you cannot create your LWC component from the developer console. If you see, if I can go to file new, there is no way to create LWC. LWC component to create or to start with your development or anything, okay, anything on LWC, make sure you have to be maintaining any one of the IDE. IDE is nothing but integration development environment. Okay, integration development environment. Make sure you have to be maintaining any one of the IDE. From this particular IDE only, you can start and create your Lightning Web component. Okay. In our regular class, I will be start from the scratch, how to install VS Code, how to set up a project and everything. But I already created the project in the VS Code and everything. Just to create any particular Lightning web component from this IDE, you have to be click on Control Shift P. The palette. Otherwise, you have to be go to the View tab. Just you have to be click on Command Palette. The shortcut is Control Shift P. Here you have to be enter SFDX. Here you have to be use. Then create Lightning web component. If you click on this one, you have to be enter the name of your component here, demo component. Whenever here you want to be stored your component under LWC, if you click on it, your component get creates automatically. If you see here, if we can go to this particular project, this is the LWC, right? Under LWC, this is the your file name, right? Under file name, it will be created as a folder. Under this folder, we will see three different bundles are there. What is that? HTML, .js, .xml, metadata XML. Metadata XML. If we see the HTML, each and every HTML, the tag will be template, the LWC. But in Lightning Aura, the tag will be start with Aura component. This is the starting tag. This is the ending tag / Aura tag. But in LWC, the tag will be start with template / template. Within that, you have to be write all your code, development code. But JS means this is the client side controller. If you have to be perform any action within the component, those you have to be handled within the particular JS file only. Then what is the main purpose of metadata XML? Metadata XML main purpose is where you want to be use this particular, the particular component in your Salesforce or because why we have to be go for Lightning or LWC to develop and design the modern UI, correct or not? Once you have designed your pages and everything, you have to be somewhere for that here where where you want to be use this particular component in your Salesforce, that one you have to be configure. To configure that one, just you have to use targets. Targets are there. Here, if within the target, you have to be different target, where you want to use. Do you want to use your particular LWS component and app page, home page, record page, utility bar? You want to be used in the flows or tab, index, email. Lightning communities is there. Communities within your community, you want to be use this one. You have to be define the specific purpose, means global action, record action, dashboard, or anything. If you have to be apply your target, okay, there only you can use your component. You can define more than one targets. You can define more than one target because same component you can use in different places in Salesforce. You have to be make note. You cannot create your Lightning web component from the developer console. You can create your Lightning web component using any one of the IDE. The Salesforce introduced one of the IDE, that is the Visual Studio Code. From that Visual Studio Code, you can create or set up your complete project. There you can create your component. But once you create your component anything, you have to be deploy this particular component to your arguments. You have to be right click SFDX deploy the source to org. If you click on it, this particular LWC component deployed to your Salesforce org. See deployed source to org successfully. It deployed the HTML, JS, and meta XML. By default, it provides 3 different bundles. But originally, other than that, you can defining more remaining more than 3 define. So you can define more than some more bundles. What are those means? .css means if you have to be applied any of the custom CSS, custom styles, if you want to be applied in your component, for that you have to be create .css bundle. How you can create .css bundle? Demo component. This is your component, right? You have to be click and rename. You have to be copy of the particular component, right? This is your demo component.
you have to be click on it. You have to be click on new file. Here you have to be copy paste the same component name dot CSS. This is the custom CSS. If you want to be apply any CSS to the particular component, then you have to be create some file within the particular folder. By default, the Salesforce will not be give any this. Okay, by default, this particular IDE will not give the CSS file. If you want to be create, you can create with the same name with the extension dot CSS. Dot CSS means cascading style sheet. You can apply custom styles to your component. For that, you can create this dot CSS file. Okay. Clear? Similarly, the SVG is there. SVG means if you have to be apply any custom icons to your component or anything, for that you have to be dot, okay, dot, okay, dot SVG. Another thing is you can define another JavaScript file to this particular file or anything. You have to be create the file name dot JS like that. It's not JavaScript. Let me explain you some description about each and everything. Component dot component name dot HTML component HTML file. This is already created to build the UI or anything you can define it. Component.js means component JavaScript file. Because of if there any events occurred or anything within the component, all the logic and everything you have to be written right within the .js file. Metadata.xml means component configure file where you have to use this component or anything we have to be define it. .css file is there to apply any custom icons, okay, custom styles or anything we have to be define this one. Then SVG is there component SVG icon, okay, to apply any custom icons or anything we have to be SVG. Then another .js means additional JavaScript files or anything we have to be use this one. Okay, let me see quickly some difference between Lightning Aura and LWC. What is the main comparison on both Lightning and Aura? Let me see. Okay, in Aura, okay, first of all, a framework. Okay, what is framework? Aura components are built using HTML and JavaScript, but in LWC was built directly on web standard. Okay, web stack. Okay. Aura components cannot be used in LWC. For example, if you can create any your Aura component, that Aura component you cannot use in LWC. But in LWC can be included in Aura component. But Aura component you cannot use in LWC, but LWC component you can use in Aura. Okay. Then performance wise, Lightning components take longer and to build and deliver it. But here in LWC improves performance and are much faster to deploy it. Platform dependency. Our components are Salesforce platform dependent because the Aura thing completely depending on Salesforce. Okay, here actually you can use within Salesforce only something it is completely depending on Salesforce only. Okay, whenever you create any Lightning component. But in LWC are native supported in the browser and much knowledge of Salesforce is not required. Means no need to much require much knowledge on Salesforce because you can develop the complete code and everything using this okay, so web standards, not much using the Salesforce functionality, nothing. This is completely the HTML tags or anything. Okay, developer resource. You can edit and design components in the developer console. But in LWC, you cannot create your components within Salesforce using developer components. Okay. Okay. Some developer console. To create any of your Lightning web component or anything, you require some of the IDE, such as Visual Studio Code or some VS Code. Okay. Yes. Another thing is some events perspective, communication. Okay. In Aura, you can use component event and application event to communicate each other from one component to another component. Okay, by using this one. But in particular, LWC, you can use Lightning Message Service, means LMS called as Lightning Message Service to communicate between the components in different DOM hierarchy. Okay, here actually, okay, by using even another more advantage is, okay, you can communicate within components, okay, some within lightning aura, one component, another component. But in LWC provide flexibility, you can communicate or talk the lightning component to visual force space, LWC to aura. To communicate any component means different DOM structures to be communicated by using this LWC. Okay, the modern JavaScript development here, the Lightning Aura was built on top of ECMAScript 5 or before like that. Okay. But Lightning Web Component JavaScript support like ECMAScript 6, 7, 8 because it will be increase more web standard and less framework. Okay. It will be work natively. If you have bit some knowledge on HTML JavaScript, it's very easy on LWC. Okay, here. Okay, if you take an Aura kind of thing, okay, you have to use tag aura component whenever you create any component. By default it provides the okay, some .html file will we give the tag of aura component, but in LWC there is a tag of template. Okay, there will be different tags and everything. We have to be seen later. If you tell also, you will not understanding what is the purpose of event, what tags, okay, and everything. Okay, this is the syntax like that. Okay, in between Aura and LWC. Okay, here let me make note down something. You know, the Salesforce came in the year 2006, but the Salesforce came with a classic version. Okay, with the classic that is Visual Force Space. But but later in the 2015, the Salesforce introduced the Lightning Aura. That time have, okay, that time have the browser have more framework. More framework means you have to be develop each and everything. More framework and less web standard. Okay, that will be an ECMAScript and everything. But later in 2019, the Salesforce inbuilt top of ECMAScript 7, 8, 9, they will be introduced some different ECMAScripts. Okay, the ECMAScript they design here more, okay, here the design less framework and more web standard. They natively design some of the tags and everything. Okay. The Salesforce has built a new programming model on top of web standard. They were came up with new programming model that is LWC. You can natively design and develop your components using the Lightning Web Component. Okay. The Lightning Web Component LWC is the more popular in the market. If you know the LWC, you are the most demandable resource in the market. But to learn this LWC, no need any much programming skills or anything. Okay. But everything you have to be use and everything you have to be write using IDE only. Because the Salesforce will not be support to create or to open any LWC component. Everything you have to be create, you have to be operate through the IDE only. For that, the Salesforce provide one of the IDE that is Visual Force Space. Okay, this is all about Lightning Over and LWC. Here, if you have to be know the course content of both Over and LWC, you have to be go to SVTech's website because you know, okay, no one doesn't know much in HTML, JavaScript, and everything. We have to be keep in mind. We'll be start from the scratch. Okay, we'll be start with firstly with Lightning Aura, but here our main focus on LWC will be putting more and more attention on LWC. Will be teach from base level to advanced level because LWC is huge demand and more popular in the market. Okay? Even some decorators, tools, and everything would be teach in detail from the base level to advanced level. Okay, okay, here integrations. Then after integration, what is integration? Okay, why we have to become this integration? You know, integration is also integration is also one of the most demand in the Salesforce because you have to be okay, you have to be communicate from one application to another application, or you have to be exchange data from one application to another application. I already given an example. Whenever you have to be integrate from Salesforce to payment gateway or anything further, you have really require integration. The integration can be achieved in Salesforce by using either SOAP or REST. There will be two different ways to be communicate from Salesforce to any other any other application. Okay, how you have to be achieve this integration? What are the different flows and everything? We have to be see all the integrations in live. The integration only usually take 15 hours time to be completed. Within the 15 hours, will be teach how we can create web service class. Okay, how we have to be exposed, how you have to be passed data. Because within the demo, I cannot teach each and everything in detail because we'll be start from base level to advanced level. Okay, everything. Let me give some overview of the integration. Even we will be seeing Facebook integration. For example, if you want, if someone in a new record get created, that information we have to be post automatically in our Salesforce Facebook page account automatically because no need to do some kind of manual. Okay, automatically post. Okay, that thing that we have to be do. Even okay, Google Drive something. If you have to be upload any document, the document automatically store into the Google Drive. If you have to be open the file from the Google Drive, yeah, okay. Everything we can achievable through the integration only. How we can do, and everything will be seen. Okay, here. Okay, what is a Salesforce integration? The Salesforce integration is a customer relationship management, means CRM software. Salesforce is a that connects business and their customer. It is a single integrated CRM platform that gives clear picture for every customer, including sales, marketing, service kind of thing. The Salesforce developer can use a variety of tools to connect Salesforce with different third parties kind of thing. For that, you have to be required to use the Salesforce integration. Okay. As I mentioned, the Salesforce integration can be achieved in two different ways by using SOAP and REST. Okay, the Salesforce will be okay, any integration will be happen through two different directions. See, this particular integration is not only for Salesforce on any technology like PHP, Java, .NET, this integration is common. Any okay non-Salesforce background people also can learn this particular integration. But we have to be focused mainly on Salesforce, the Salesforce application, how it integrate with other applications like Oracle, SQL Server, and everything will be seen. We'll be see in detail about in our regular classes this one. Okay. Yeah, just let me stop for today because as we are planning the regular batch for this lightning in this week only, if you have more clarification or anything, you can reach out to SV Text out for further details. Guys, do you have any questions on this particular lightning Aura topic and everything? Okay, in this training, lightning Aura will be start from Aura, LWC, and integrations. Okay. Let me stop for today's class. Let me continue. Okay, the regular batch in detail. Okay, you can reach out to Asvitex for the regular batch. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for your time.